And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet, you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Rodgers to throw on second down. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
From the time he entered the NFL, Terrell Suggs has been a load to block for anyone. His ability to get upfield and make plays in the backfield, almost unparalleled.
And ready for 3rd and 6. They go play action for Lacy. Now Rodgers. He can run. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high. Gear, but they were making a few yards along the way, and now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jake Ryan in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
On second down, Wilson going up top. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. In the red zone this time. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Then he'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And the back goes into motion. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. A dump off to Lacy. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Off the play fake to Lacy. Here's Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now they bring the tight end in motion right. On play action. Now Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance and they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So after slogging through a scoreless 1st quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these 2 offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Wilson on second down. Sliding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Julius Peppers in there for a milestone sack as it moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. The slot man in motion right. On third down, Wilson finding time. The open man is Smith. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Slot man moves right. On second down, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
But one thing that's confirmed is that Russell Wilson knows how to elude pressure, and he finds openings to throw the ball, and he does the same thing in running it. He lost about 300 yards from last season in his rushing total, but I think that's a good thing. People respect his running ability so much, it's opening up pass lanes for his team. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, Rawls. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle there by Clay Matthews. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Now that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run. They made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. First down, this is Rawls. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They go again with Rawls. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Rolling to his right. He finds his man, Baldwin. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. They come out here in the I. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Here's Rawls. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player is just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And
he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And the Packers pick it up. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you down to our... Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, 3rd quarter. Let's get to it. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And now it's 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's John Ryan now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for... a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Still back there. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. The reigning defensive player of the year, J.J. Watt. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On second down, here's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.